Welcome back to the Stone and Star Art Studio. Today we are doing the final piece in our seascape collection called Afternoon Sail. So grab your pencil, your pen, and some watercolors and let's get started. So like always, the first thing we're going to sketch is our horizon line. This time it'll be just slightly below the center of the piece of paper. I'll go ahead and warn you, this video has a little bit of a tough sketch. So if you're familiar with boats, it may make this a little bit easier. So that's the front and the back of our boat. So the right side is going to be the bow, the left side is going to be the stern. So we do a nice curved line that just crosses that horizon, and then some waves along the bottom. Next, we add in our mast. It's going to be at a slight angle here because the boat is tilted over with the wind. Starting from near the top of the mast and curving way out and coming back to the bow, this is going to be our spinnaker. These next lines coming out of the mast are going to be our spreaders. So they kind of curve out in a V. The second set is a little bit bigger than the first set. These next lines are going to be the supporting lines that hold up the sail and hold up the mast. This line is going to go all the way from the top of the mast to the back of the stern. This line will go all the way from the top of the mast to the bow. This horizontal line here will be the boom. That's where you keep the mainsail. These next lines will start at the top of the mast and touch the outside point of each of the spreaders on the way down. Next, I'll do two little dots like there are two people sailing the boat. Then if you want, you can add in some windows. If you followed all that, great job! There's a lot of lines and it's totally okay if you're having trouble figuring out where they go. It'll be easier to see when we ink. So as your reward, you can draw in some pretty little waves, just make them a little bit jagged because since the boat is tilted over so far, we have a lot of wind today out on the water and it's blowing up the waves just a little bit. Next we'll come in with some parallel lines, and these will be the bottoms of our clouds. So really kind of play with the shapes, there's no wrong answer to this, and have them overlap a little bit, and that'll make it look more realistic. Last thing, I'm going to add in three little birds like they're flying away. Okay, let's go back and ink. Just take those lines one at a time and just follow along as best you can. Okay, let's go back in and erase all those pencil marks. So for the watercolor, I'm starting in with a very light wash of the sky. You can cover up all those lines for the sailboat except for that spinnaker on the front of the boat. Next we'll go in with a little bit of a darker blue for the top of the ocean, and we'll kind of work our way darker as we go down. For this piece, I really let it dry between layers so that I could get more definition along that horizon line. So don't feel like you have to do all of this in one sitting. So the last thing I do is, after letting it dry one more time, I add in a little bit of a shadow to the hull and the spinnaker, and then add a little bit more definition to the horizon line and some of those waves. I hope you guys had fun painting with me. I love making this video. If you have a final product you're super proud of, I would love to see it. Just tag me on Instagram at artbyisla. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe so you can see our next video series coming out, and I can't wait to do it with you. Thanks for watching.